I mentioned a homeless man's name to an old woman and she nearly collapsed. I volunteer at a senior home every Friday because I needed community service hours for a scholarship. The first resident I bonded with was an 83-year-old woman named Joy, who somehow had more energy than my 11-year-old sister. Within 10 minutes of meeting her, Joy was telling me about sneaking into a jazz club in 1962 when she was 16 by climbing through a men's bathroom window in heels. The bouncer caught me 20 minutes later, she said, grinning like she'd won a war, and he bought me a drink because anyone that determined deserved to hear some music and dance. Every Friday, Joy gave me another wild chapter of her life, and I started looking forward to those visits more than anything. Then I found out a classmate of mine had more service hours than me, which meant I was about to lose the scholarship I desperately needed. So I picked up extra shifts at a homeless shelter downtown on Tuesdays, telling myself I'd serve food and not get emotionally involved. That lasted about 3 minutes. There was an old man named Teddy who sat at the corner table every Tuesday, nursing a coffee he never finished. He looked about 80, with hands that shook when he lifted his cup. The first time I refilled his coffee, he looked up at me and said, "You've got kind eyes, kid. Sit down a minute." I didn't want to. I really didn't. But something made me sit anyway. Teddy told me he'd been a mechanic once, and a soldier before that. But before any of it, he said, staring into his coffee like it held secrets, I was just a stupid kid in love with a girl named Joy. I almost dropped the coffee pot. He didn't notice. He just kept talking, his